The Hornet's Sting update brought changes of all kinds to the game. Today we'd like to take a closer look at some of the updated mechanics. They're easy to miss with all the famous new vehicles we added. Let's start with the changes to the electronics suites of top aircraft. The method for controlling radar antenna tilt has undergone a major rework. You can now change the angle even when your gyro stabilization is off, and the antenna stabilizes relative to the aircraft. The controls menu received new settings called Switch Radar/IRST Gyro Stabilization On/Off and Reset Radar/IRST Direction to Bore Sight to help you quickly reset the scanning area. There's a new NCTR mechanic for target recognition using radar signatures. Several variants are available: recognition by target size, by the number and type of engines, and target aircraft type recognition. Radar warning receivers were also updated. Many top helicopters and planes now use different logic for MAWS countermeasures release. The automatic systems will now use either flares or chaff, depending on the threat, increasing their effectiveness in battle. Several top aircraft received a new mechanic that calculates the optimal lead for launching air-to-air missiles. If you point the nose of your aircraft at the recommended point, your AAMs will follow the most efficient trajectory and spend less energy on maneuvering. The SB-2 and the Dornier 217 bombers received custom loadouts, and several other aircraft received new munitions. Up next are changes to naval combat. We've brought back the hull strength mechanic to ships. It's now expanded and redesigned. You can still destroy enemy ships in all the old ways, but there's a new one as well: damaging an enemy hull section to such an extent that the ship loses buoyancy. Small and medium boats, for instance, can now be destroyed if any of their hull sections is destroyed. Once a single section accumulates damage comparable to what's required to destroy all hull sections, it leads to the structural failure of the vessel and makes it lose combat capability. Larger ships, like frigates and above, use a more complex system. Once several hull sections are completely destroyed, the ship begins to take on water until it's completely flooded. Damaging the hull extremes, meaning the fore and aft segments, will not cause this effect. To see this mechanic in action, you need to destroy at least 3 hull sections of a larger vessel. The durability of each section depends on the class and size of the ship. It's balanced in such a way that hull section destruction doesn't become an easier task than sinking an enemy ship in any other way. You can track the state of your ship's hull using a new UI element in the bottom left of your screen. The enemy's hull situation can be assessed using a similar element shown in the hit camera when the enemy is in your sights. What do you think of the new mechanics? Tell us in the comments, and see you in our next video.